Imagine Captain America himself freezing up, not in a block of ice, but in front of Seth Rogen during an audition. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it actually happened. Before Chris Evans became one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars, he had his fair share of awkward, humbling moments. One of his most unforgettable disasters took place years before fame found him, during an audition for the 2009 comedy Observe and Report. What was supposed to be just another audition quickly spiraled into a nerve-wracking meltdown. Evans recently opened up about the experience, describing it as one of the most embarrassing moments of his early career. In front of Seth Rogen and director Jody Hill, the actor froze after just a few lines, completely losing his rhythm and focus. What followed was a crash course in humility and perseverance, one that even the most seasoned performers can relate to. According to Evans, everything that could go wrong in that audition did. He started strong, but within seconds, his confidence vanished. My brain just started shrieking, screaming, "No, no, no," he recalled. Mid-performance, he stopped and apologized, telling them he needed to step out to collect his thoughts. To their credit, Rogen and Hill were incredibly kind, encouraging him to take his time. But when Evans returned for round 2, the same thing happened. His face flushed, he started sweating, and he had to stop again. For anyone who's ever bombed a big moment, it's the stuff of nightmares. Most actors would have called it quits right there. But Evans wasn't ready to let failure define him. Determined to redeem himself, he called his agent afterward, admitting it was a disaster, but vowing to return the next day to try again, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. True to his word, Evans showed up again the next morning, ready to face his fears and prove he could pull it off. But fate, or maybe nerves, had other plans. The same anxiety hit him like a wave all over again. His palms were sweating, his mind racing, and that familiar heat took over. After struggling through yet another attempt, he finally stopped, apologized once more, and walked out. "I just said, 'Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to go,'" he remembered. Needless to say, he didn't get the part. It was a humbling experience, but one that would later become an important reminder of what it means to fail forward. Because as every great actor knows, success isn't built on perfection. It's built on persistence, vulnerability, and the courage to walk back into the room after falling flat on your face. Reflecting on that painful audition years later, Evans says it taught him a lesson he still carries today. He shared a piece of wisdom inspired by Buddhist philosophy, reminding himself to find calm in the chaos. If you take a cup of water and put a big handful of salt in it, it tastes awful, he said. But if you put that same salt into a lake, you can't taste it at all. Be the lake, not the water. The salt represents pain, fear, and struggle, the finite moments that feel overwhelming but don't have to define you. For Evans, learning to expand his perspective helped him rise above the ego-driven anxiety that once held him back. It's a message not just for actors, but for anyone chasing a dream. The bigger your sense of self, the smaller your setbacks will feel. Today, Chris Evans is known worldwide as Captain America, a role that demands courage, control, and poise. But his story proves that even Hollywood's biggest heroes once had to battle their own insecurities. What makes his journey inspiring isn't that he succeeded, but that he kept showing up even when he failed spectacularly. Evans's audition nightmare with Seth Rogen might have been embarrassing at the time, but it became a turning point that shaped his mindset and career. For anyone facing self-doubt or rejection, his advice is simple. Don't run from discomfort. Learn from it. Every stumble, every flop, every red-faced moment builds resilience. And who knows, the same person who once bombed 3 auditions could end up saving the universe on screen. Because as Evans reminds us, it's not about never failing. It's about having the guts to try again.